just feel like it's a great opportunity, and I think that I'd be a great asset to the team.
How do you feel about applying for the manager role?
Am I good enough for this role? Am I going to get the job?
I'd say my chances are pretty high. I'm the best option for this.
If I can't get this job, nobody can.
I feel like I'm going to do well in the role, but if I don't get it, it's not the end of the world.
What? Are you kidding me? I'm literally like your perfect candidate.
I won't let anything or anyone get in my way. I don't need this job. This job needs me. Because I'm better than anyone else.
Stepping out my front door, don't know what I left for. Could've stayed in bed with you all day. I'm already calling, I love it when we're talking. I just want your voice inside my brain. I never thought a guy like me would find it. I would repeat it if I could rewind it. I guess the only way I could describe it, it's like hearing a love song and jumping inside it. So this is happiness, yeah, this is happiness. If this is happiness, I don't mind having this. So this is happiness, yeah, this is happiness. If this is happiness, I don't mind having this. You got me in a bubble, oblivious to trouble. Right now there's nowhere else I'd rather be. I'm not saying that I'm perfect, I don't think that I deserve it. I guess it's something in me I don't see. I never thought a guy like me would find it. I would repeat it if I could rewind it. I guess the only way I could describe it, it's like hearing a love song and jumping inside it. So this is happiness, yeah, this is happiness. If this is happiness, I don't mind having this. So this is happiness, yeah, this is happiness. If this is happiness, I don't mind having this. Na 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 na. I guess the only way I could describe it, it's like hearing a love song and jumping inside it. Ooh. So this is happiness, yeah, this is happiness. If this is happiness, I don't mind having this. So this is happiness, yeah, this is happiness. If this is happiness, I don't mind having this. So this is happiness, yeah, this is happiness. If this is happiness, I don't mind having this. So this is happiness, yeah, this is happiness. If this is happiness, I don't mind having this.
I'm a villain 왜 아닐 거라 생각해 아주 못된 먹은 작은 악마 같은 나인걸 몰라 You're a villain 왜 아닐 거라 생각해 미처 몰랐던 악마가 아니야 내 숨쉬고 있어 I'm killing someone Maybe you're killing someone Maybe I'm killing you Maybe you're killing me Maybe we all pretend to be the heroes on the good side But what if we're the villains on the other? We all pretend to be the heroes on the good side But what if we're the villains on the other? We all pretend to be the heroes on the good side
Hey, you alright? You alright? You good? Zach, you'll never guess what happened on the way here. I fell down the stairs, like on the very top step, right in front of my from the next door class. Literally at the very top step, just all the way down on top of one of my friends, and pretty sure it doesn't everyone talk to me yet. Oh, hi, Mark. Hey.
Hey, did you hear the news?
What news?
About Max. He took his own life last night. Can't believe it. He was always so happy. I don't know what went wrong.
What happened to Toshi?
Well, they were killed.
Well, obviously, but how?
Well, they were living, but Pa's not anymore.
Well, do we know any other clues apart from the body?
No, based.
I guess it's going to be a while then.
2 hours later.
So, within this unseen time frame, do we have any
So,
leads?
besides this dude, we have one doggy up ahead. Look, I must be quick because I'm dying for a piss, but the killer is a clone. Well, obviously, but everyone's a clone, so do you have any other ideas?
Well, no, but what's wrong with him?
Well, there's the killer.
10 seconds later.
You may have caught me still, but can you catch this one? Yes, I can. Can't see with my left eye.
Take off your coat, you look so nice. I've been so cold. You wanna be my special one. I cannot breathe, please just go home. Michelle, Michelle, you are a monster from hell. Michelle, Michelle, you are a monster from hell. You know just how to be cruel when you shake your hips that way, paint your lips that way.
I will give you the comfort you crave. You deserve a calm sea of fresh breeze. Maybe you'll finally recognize a beautiful place called home. I can see the burning flame in your heart. Can't you see what's tearing you apart? Maybe you'll finally recognize a beautiful thing called home. Stay by my side, my brother. I promise you'll have a different fate.
Some light and be alright for now. Crossing so long the boulevard. Crossing so long. Lost in the blue. They don't love me like you do. Those chills that I knew, they were nothing without you.
Place called home. I can see the burning flame in your heart. Can't you see what's tearing you apart? Maybe you'll finally recognize a beautiful thing called home. Stay by my side, my brother. I promise you'll have a different fate. Feel the power, you shall slowly gather.
My name's Joel. I got the strongest nose this side of Missouri, Texas, and I'm the tracker of the group.
Hi, I'm Billy, and I'm an expert in all footprints, hoof prints, dick prints of any kind and size.
We're here to hunt the Surrey Squatch, baby! Woo!
Bud me, baby. Thank you.
Goddamn European clip-ons don't work for shit.
In this episode of Billy and Joel, we're gonna be hunting this squatch we've been hearing tell about up in the Red Hills of Surrey. Stay tuned to find out what happens. We're here on location with our tour guide today in Surrey. Clement, why don't you introduce yourself, son?
Hello, I am Clement. I grew up on these lands since I was a very young lad. 250 acres, not to brag. But yeah, no, I know this place like the back of my hand.
It's a very respectable amount.
I know this place like the back of my hand. There's no way that I haven't. There's no inch of this place in your American terms. I know that I haven't touched or uncovered.
Shit. And maybe check my gun at the airport, and I still ain't got that. I don't think I will be getting that. Thank you, Dunblane.
Where can you get a blasted firearm in this godforsaken country?
They're not allowed in this country.
You fucking what? Some kind of pansy country you got here.
It's a safe country, I would say.
Now, when you got a squatch running around, you want some big fuck off fucking Mossberg Maverick. You want him staring down the end of that and see if he starts screaming.
My daddy always told I was a very special boy, but I didn't find out what he truly meant until I found out a year ago that my parents were related. What's with all the pussy-ass cars in this country? They're small, they're so tiny, man. I can't fit my dick in any of these cars out here.
I'm gonna cut to brass tacks, Clement. How big is this squatch? I've been hearing lots of rumors. I need to know.
The locals, they said maybe 5 feet, 5'2" maybe, and a stretch, 5'4".
That's nothing. Let me make it clear to your small European brain. The sasses in our country are like Ford F-150, and if I had to make a comparison to yours, they're probably like a Toyota Yaris or something.
You ever been face to face with a 7-foot man-eating squatch, boy? Feet as big as your head, boy! Feet as big as your head, boy!
Oh my God, these are motherfucking honeysuckle moves. That's a perfect place for this son of a bitch to be. Oh my Lord! Guys, you gotta head over here. This motherfucking drink's about the size of my forearm, I reckon. Holy shit! These tracks are still fresh. You can't be a quarter mile from this place.
So I was over yonder talking to the sound guy, and all I hear from Captain America over here is, come quick, look what I found. And so I run over, guns blazing, and what do I see? Come over here, come on. Come get a look at this. Look at that. Perfect print on the floor. There's a squatch print right there. If all I know, he could be my brother. Could be my father, my cousin. Ho! What you doing, boy? What you doing, boy?
I was just filming some stuff, just for the thing. Sorry.
Man, you must have lost your goddamn mind!
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
You're scared us half to death, you damn half-wit.
Okay, you can't be making fuck up just like that.
Wait!
Yeah, man, you shut the fuck up while I'm scolding you, boy.
Shut up! Did you not just hear that?
I ain't heard shit.
No, but you did.
You fucking with me again, boy?
No,
you fucking with me again?
Someone just screamed. No joke.
I ain't heard nothing.
Well, I'm sorry, but you're an idiot.
You got fucking headphones on. What you?
Jesus Christ!
Alright, you fucking listen to me when I'm talking to you, boy. Who's the investigator here, huh? Who's sound man? Who got his fucking info? Who's sound man?
Whilst Billy and David argue, their tour guide Clement remains missing. And now, we have another problem.
I really did hear something. I promise I really did. Okay, I really did.
Hold on. Where'd that English twin get?
That's what I'm saying.
Fuck you go.
That's what I'm
That
saying.
ain't what you said.
I heard someone scream.
You ain't heard
That don't
nothing.
mean
You got
shit.
headphones on.
That don't mean shit, boy.
No, I really did hear something. It must be him. It must be him. That's gone.
We're gonna go split up and find this English twin.
Well, yeah, we
find
should.
where he's at.
Oh my god! Ah! Shit. What'd you fucking see?
I seen the motherfucking Squatch, man.
You fucking seen it?
It's there.
Shit.
It's just real fuck.
No, seriously. Look at this. Look at this.
Holy shit!
Oh
Yeah,
my
yeah,
God.
Holy
yeah. Like-
shit, we
I
got
feel-
something!
something,
We
man.
got something!
That's exactly what that son of a bitch would have looked like.
I think so.
Holy shit!
Oh my God.
So there we was, just standing there, smoke breaking all, and our cameraman, he comes sprinting over. He's seen something. I ain't never seen anything so disgusting.
We've been out here for a good all 3 hours now. We haven't seen anything more than what we saw earlier. I think we're going to camp out the night and get the IR vision out the truck in a minute.
So we're gonna camp out here tonight, and once and for all, we're gonna lay eyes on this bastard.
What he said. Holy shit, man. We just got a ping. Holy shit.
Oh, yo!
Who the fuck is this?
Hey.
Who is this guy?
Yo! It's your guy! It's your guy!
Are you talking to us?
It's your guy! Look, my man's in my fucking territory, brother.
Your territory.
My spot, bro. This is my fucking spot. What are you doing here?
I'm Bigfoot.
Big what?
Bigfoot.
Fuck that, bro. You want big packs here? I've got that. You want my fucking ends, bro.
Do we know who this guy is?
Oi. You gonna let me light the spliff, bro?
Light your what?
Shut up, man. Fam, you're doing up your little fucking documentary in that, yeah? In my turf, bro. Your guy, do you know why he's here? You know why your guy's here?
Why?
Packs, bro. Packs! Loud pack, bro.
Is he speaking English?
You didn't want to buy the loud pack, bro. When you got to fucking buy it? See, your little friend, yeah? My guy over here, yeah? Didn't want to buy nothing, bro. It's either one of you gonna pay up fucking 25 or what? Because I got some shit to sell, man. I got packs to sell.
Somebody tell me what he's saying.
I think he wants us to go buy some drugs.
I don't want you to. Your boy wanted to buy some chrome. Came up to me like, what? Do you take cash? Bro, we're in a contactless world, bro. What do you mean about take cash? Bro? Say nothing. You either, yeah? Buy some fucking car off, man. Or you're out of my forest, bro.
Ain't got nothing on me.
No. These man are taking the fucking piss, man. This is my little bando slinging baby from now on, yeah? You man gonna go fuck off with your little dot. What's this? Camera. Again.
I'm sorry.
Bro, you either get the fuck out or someone's gonna come sort you out, bro.
So we decided it was better to leave that bumblefuck in the woods. It ain't worth our hassle bringing him back, paying 25 quid, whatever the fuck that means. We decided to leave him in the woods like, who even cares? My daddy taught us not to do drugs.
Drugs is for the jazz musicians.
Ain't that right? So we're gonna fuck off back to Gatwick now, leave this shit old country, and never come back to fucking England again.
Cancel culture. Have you been cancelled? Would you want to be cancelled? These are all questions I would like you to ask yourself when you think of cancel culture. Do you think it's a positive thing or a negative thing? Cancel culture really started to take off in early 2018 when Logan Paul made his video on the Japanese forest, the suicide forest. In the video, it contained a clip of a hanging dead body from a tree. Logan's fans and the entire internet responded by slamming him on Twitter, slamming on Instagram, every social media you can think of, Logan got slammed on. No one watched his series because it got cancelled by YouTube in response to the whole dead body. Do you think 3 years on, he should still be cancelled? Even though he has apologised for what he's done and donated to charities to make up for what he did. Another great example of cancel culture is James Charles. James Charles is a beauty makeup YouTuber who also owns his own beauty makeup brand. James has been cancelled over 36 times for pedophilia, for even racism. And those are just to name a few. When researching James, I was quite shocked to find it was 36 times. Because I didn't even know it was 36 times. I was expecting roughly 10. Do you think that he should be cancelled for pedophilia on a 15-year-old boy? Knowingly messaging 15-year-old boys knowingly. If you think that is okay, then do you agree with cancel culture or do you disagree? Amber Heard, Johnny Depp, Ellen DeGeneres, Liam Neeson. All of these mainstream celebrities and actors have been cancelled. Johnny Depp has been cancelled because of his ex-wife, Amber Heard. She classed him as an abusive man. This is a very complicated and controversial topic. Amber Heard used social media to portray Depp in a negative way. Liam Neeson is also another well-known actor. He is one of the most well-known actors in the world. He was cancelled a few years ago because one of his long-time friends got raped by a black man. This drove Liam to say some questionable things. He wasn't in his right mind to say it. He was just angry and frustrated. So, this is coming towards the end of our list of people who have been cancelled. Let's see. We've had Liam Neeson, and then we've also had Amber Heard and Johnny Depp. We'll put them together.
Oh, yeah, brother. I'm hard as a rock.
So, who could this last person be? It's Ellen DeGeneres! Let's all give her a round of applause. Ellen, she got cancelled for being in the same room as someone. So, it says here on my script that she sat in the same room as George Bush. 1 second, I may be reading this wrong. Nope, no, I'm reading it correct. She sat in the same room as George Bush and hung out with him. And apparently people weren't happy about it. This is a bit of a yikes from me on my opinion on this one, but I'll let you have your own thoughts. I'll let the audience have their own thoughts, because this is what this whole project is really about. You having your own opinion and your own thoughts. Or are you going to follow the mob and a group of people to influence your opinion? Should you be cancelled? Oh my god, you got one of those tranny
In our second week of pubs and restaurants reopening, and everything returning back to normal, we enjoyed lots of great telly. Channel 4 had us watching a Shakespeare reunion.
Okay, let me go to the toilet. I'm back in 1 second.
The thing is though, she said my metabolism's going. No.
Yeah.
He said until 6 months ago, and he's like, what? Like, did your metabolism say bye? What's wrong with that?
Well, yeah, there is actually nothing wrong with that. But then he was just struggling to go like, but it doesn't matter. You look amazing.
Yeah.
But he was just like, yeah, well, you know, you don't, you know, you're over. He just wasn't saying the right thing, was he?
You should have just been like, well, you're the one that said it. I'm not saying you're fat. I'm just wondering why you could never put on weight before. Now you're saying you can.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
BBC 4 had us watching something quite unwatchable.
Bad, isn't it?
Yeah, that was a lot
So
worse than I
boring.
thought it would be.
Yeah, and I literally watched that at 11 o'clock last night, so I couldn't really sleep last night.
Whew.
Nudie-gate.
Oh my god, it's like literally the worst violence in years.
Lisa and her husband Dan.
Militants had already fired more than 400 rockets since Monday night, killing 2 Israelis. It's only killed 2 Israelis. I mean, that's amazing.
Don't get me a jumper. I need to get a jumper. I think my jellyfish hoodie's on the kitchen table.
Yeah, they do.
In Pearly.
Indulge in Magnum Double Raspberry.
I'd quite enjoy it too, if there were one in fridge.
Maureen and her partner Andy.
Just a good original Magnum or a white one.
I quite like an original, but I do like a raspberry ripple flavour anything. And when you add it to a Magnum, it's got to be a winner, isn't it? But I like the original. I'm not so fond of white ones. Yeah, I do appreciate a Magnum original. Obviously, you'd have to be a madman not to. But yeah, white ones, I can leave them.
On Wednesday night, we watched Juliet try and find her Romeo.
Right, can you sit up? Because I'm really worried you're going to fall asleep.
So I'll call you back in the middle of something. Yeah, I'll call you back in a sec. Check your messages, that's all it was. Cheers, mate.
That sounds really dodgy. Right.
Yeah, you laughing in the background sounds dodgy.
I love first dates.
Hi, how are you?
Good afternoon, very good, thank you. What's your name, please?
Juliet.
She's gassed. Yeah, she's pretty fit.
Are you here to find your Romeo?
Hopefully.
Well,
He's like, happy days.
Othello.
Othello?
I thought you said an old fella.
Old fella.
How are you?
I'm good, thank you.
I'm Juliet.
He looks like Uncle Nasser. He looks like he gets pissed off quite quickly.
Oh my god, that's so crazy.
Othello is a good icebreaker. It's a pretty unique name. I'm very lucky to have it.
I'm very lucky to have my name and be called Othello.
When you're in school, you want to be called John.
So we're both Shakespeare plays.
Oh.
Juliet.
Juliet and Othello.
What's your name again, sorry?
But it's easy to remember.
How's she forgotten it?
Still a fellow.
Othello.
Othello's. Sorry.
What'd you do?
I work for a shipping company.
Really?
Yeah. It's as boring as it sounds, yeah.
Do you know what though? It is what it is. That's
Yeah. What do you do?
Right, so I'm gonna show off right now.
Cringe. The fact he said I'm going to show off right now.
I'm an international sales manager.
What do you sell?
I smuggle drugs.
Have you heard of a thing called children?
You've been to trade shows before?
Not really.
Well, I basically just sell square meters.
That's not really that international, is it?
How's that showing off?
He is showing off like mad. He is just peacocking.
And so if someone's got like a 9 square meter stand, or an 18 square metre stand, or 36 square metre stand.
Okay.
I sell the square metre for that person or that business.
So you sell like
You sell space.
Space.
Be in Juliet's arms.
the first thing.
Please don't say an afro. Please don't say an afro.
So what, you just like prefer to like go bald?
It doesn't grow back. Juliet, real talk. Do you like a man with hair or no hair?
Oh dear.
Oh.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Hair.
Oh, see ya.
Oh. Ugh.
Boo! What's up? Did I scare you? Probably not as scared as I was when I saw how long it's been since I last uploaded. Hello! Before I say anything else, this video is for a college project, but also just because I love Game of Thrones as well as English history, so it only made sense that I did this idea. And without further ado, let us begin our story. Westeros, the home of the Seven Kingdoms, each warring with each other until one rival house stands tall among all others. A place where the line between staunch loyalty and treacherous betrayal is almost extinguished entirely. The home of tyrants, secret lovers, monsters, and schemers. It seems like the lore of this universe never ends, but how much of it was actual history in our world? As we know from the very beginning of Season 1, there's a palpable tension between the House of Stark and Lannister, which gradually, as the seasons come and go, spirals out of control into all-out war with twists and bumps at every turn. But if we actually take a look at the two noble houses, we can see that even just by the names alone, Stark and Lannister, there is a blatant inspiration from the two English noble houses of York and Lancaster, who battled each other for supremacy and for the marble throne, all throughout the late Middle Ages in what we know as the War of the Roses. This 30-long-year war were grave times for England, and tens of thousands of men were butchered, tortured, and crippled for life, all for one dominant house to sit on the throne once the smoke had cleared, the legendary Tudor dynasty. Near the end of episode 5 of season 1, we see Ned and King Robert arguing back and forth, and we get this little dialogue from the two.
I want them both dead.
You'll dishonor yourself forever if you do this.
Honor? I've got 7 kingdoms to rule! 1 king, 7 kingdoms!
So we can see now there is one king for the 7 kingdoms, and what else consisted of 7 kingdoms until the year 927? You guessed it, the Kingdom of England, or if you're a bearded giant from the north, Danelaw. Compared to Westeros' Dawn, the Reach, the Crownlands, Stormlands, the Westlands, Riverlands, the Vale, Iron Islands, and the biggest of them all, the North, England was made up of Wessex, Sussex, Essex, Kent, East Anglia, Mercia, and finally, Northumbria, each fighting for dominance. But as we know in hindsight, Alfred the Great saw to the domination of House Wessex all throughout this land, just as Robert Baratheon did so with his noble house respectively. I mean, just come on, grab Ireland, flip it upside down, plop England on top, and boom, you have a near exact replica of Westeros. But now that we have set the premise of the land these lords and ladies find their demands, let us begin exploring each and every character. Number 1. Eddard Stark and Richard Duke of York. The famed Honourable Eddard Stark was Warden of the North and ruled a jaw-dropping amount of land, who was best friends with the king and a trusted advisor, until Robert's crafty, plotting wife, the notorious Queen Cersei, split them apart and drove Ned away until he finally rebelled and consequently lost his head on her sinister, twisted orders to cover up for her perversions. His head is put up on a spike with all the other traitors of the 7 kingdoms for all to see, and this tragic end for the character everyone rooted for seemed heartbreaking. But how much of his story is original? Let us take a look at one particular Richard Duke of York. Born on the 21st of September in 1411 into a wealthy, upper-class family of 5, Richard Plantagenet was a mighty duke and a famously honourable leader of men. He and his cousin Henry VI were close friends, and whilst Henry was a peaceful king with good intentions, he was far too weak to lead the kingdom in such troublesome times. So Richard, his trusted advisor and good friend, was appointed protector of the realm by Parliament in Henry's stead as they feared the Queen Margaret of Anjou's tyrannical rule. Things were going well, and the Duke humbly served Henry for nearly a decade until Henry's wicked wife, Margaret, finally succeeded in driving them apart and caused such squabbles amongst them. Many of the English nobles were afraid to speak out of whom they supported, so one day Richard asked them to give a sign to show whose side they were on.
Let him that is a true-born gentleman and stands upon the honour of his birth, if he suppose I have pleaded truth, from off this briar pluck a white rose with me.
Saying that, he pulled a white rose which grew on a near bush and stuck it on his cap. Straight after, the loyalist Duke of Somerset sprang forward and, tearing forth a red rose from another bush, said,
Let him that is no coward nor flatterer, but dare maintain the party of truth, pluck a red rose from off this thorn with me.
Then one after another, all the nobles who were present plucked red or white roses. Those who were for Lancaster, that is the king, because he was descended from John of Gaunt, Duke of Lancaster, wore red roses in their caps, and those who were for the Duke of York wore white roses in theirs. The fighting in court became fiercer and fiercer until at last Margaret successfully convinced her weak-willed husband to dismiss Richard and appoint the more agreeable Edmund Beaufort, the powerful Duke of Somerset, to the role instead. Outraged, Richard gathered an army and marched for St. Albans with his white rosed allies, where he met the Duke and his red roses, and in the terrible fighting that ensued, Richard emerged victorious over Edmund's dead body. Battle after battle raged, and Yorkist victories became staggering, and the evil queen and her little 7-year-old boy, Edward of Westminster, fled to Scotland to escape their inevitable execution. King Henry and Richard eventually agreed under the 1460 Act of Accord that upon Henry's death, Richard will become the King of all England, illegitimizing his 7-year-old boy. This was too much for the Queen to contemplate, as she was a power-lusting woman who dominated all before her, and she would die before someone usurped her son's future throne. So she convened an army of Scotsmen and English loyalists and marched for Wakefield, where the Duke and his 2 powerful allies, Richard Neville, Earl of Salisbury, and his son, Richard Neville, Earl of Warwick. Yeah, they weren't too creative with their names back then. I'll do my best to make this whole family feud as least confusing as possible. However, the Queen outnumbered the so-called rebels 2-1, and their army was crushed with no mercy. The Duke's 17-year-old boy, Edmund, Earl of Rutland, was found fleeing the battlefield by one John Clifford, who witnessed the boy beg for mercy, but John simply replied,
By God's blood thy father slew mine at St. Albans, and so will I do thee, and all thy kin.
Before plunging his sword into the poor boy's brains. Richard and the Earl of Salisbury were captured and given mock trials. The Duke was crowned with cattels, which are sort of like reeds that you would find at a lake, and received insults hurled towards him, such as,
Hail the king without rule! Hail the duke without heritage!
After all this, he was beaten before being beheaded and had a paper crown set upon his head and put up on the highest wall of York for all his people to see. This inspiration for Ned Stark has always been one of my favourites, as it was a classic tale which could not possibly be thought up with, and I'm very glad to see a near reconstruction of this famous duke in the HBO TV series, A Game of Thrones. I hope you learned a thing or two from this video, and I'll try to make the full version soon enough, but until then, I'll see you later.